Boss K Pope, man. I'm here in my living room, man. I'm chilling, bro. Man, we talking about that boy Bud Crawfish. You know, a bunch of y'all. There's a couple of people that wanted me to go live, man. We in there like swimming without the chin here, though. You know what I'm saying? We here to talk boxing, man. So Bud Crawford, man, he on the road, bro. This man out here capping and lying and doing all this fugazi stuff. My question to Bud Crawford is, if money was the issue, why didn't you go ahead and go with another fighter? If money was the issue, Bud, why are you talking about you gonna come back and try to renegotiate with Errol if money was the issue? That's what don't make sense to me. If somebody is doing clown behavior, right? Or somebody ducking somebody, as if he's saying PBC is the reason why the fight didn't happen. So why would you try to come back to the table and renegotiate with them if they were the reason why the fight didn't get made? I want y'all to pay attention to what this boy be saying, bro. What's gonna change from now to then? If they sitting there saying, oh, PBC and Errol Spence didn't want the fight, but that's cool. We gonna come back after we beat David Avanesian. After we come back, we're gonna come back to the table and renegotiate the fight. What makes you think that you're gonna be able to get that fight? And then second of all, what I question is, how are you gonna sit there and try to come back to the table and renegotiate a fight, but then you come back and say, what's good with you, kinfolk? But you come back here and say, PBC is the reason why the fight didn't get made. Al Heyman is the reason why the fight didn't get made. That's how you know there's some cap going on right there. That's how you know that it's some stuff that's going on that ain't valid. I'm telling you, man, go back and watch that interview Bud did. This nigga on the line, bro. He ain't addressing nothing. He ain't say nothing that was just truthful. He on that line. He's trying to use that as pay-per-view. Man, we all know. Man, listen, and then this another thing. Y'all listen to what he was saying. Man, he was trying to sell Errol Spence a pipe dream. Yeah, nigga, we can go over here and make 50 million. He was trying to sweet talk Errol Spence into going into he was trying to sweet talk Errol Spence into leaving PBC, a known network that works. They know how to sell pay-per-views. They just had a major one with Canelo last year. You know what I'm saying? They've had many successful pay-per-views. Name a pay-per-view that Bud was on that was successful. Don't worry, I'll wait. I could sit here all day. You feel me? Exactly. We all know the real, bro. Bud doing all this talking, all this capping, all this lying. We know the real. What's good with you, Jay Cooley? Exactly. It was about promoting this fight. And you know what? The reason why Bud went live is because he was feeling that pressure. Because I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. Have you heard Errol Spence come out and do an interview? Even when they was sitting there cooking Errol. You know what I mean? When they was negotiating. Errol wasn't saying nothing. Why? Because he know who he is as a man. He know what's real and what ain't. Bud Crawford was sitting here trying to sway the fans to be on his side. Because he actively ducked the smoke. For those of y'all who new to this live, I'm Boss K Pope through the dope. Here to talk this boxing. Let's go down memory lane. Who was in the ocean? Who was in the ocean It wasn't Errol. Exactly. Errol said he wasn't gonna say nothing. Who was in the ocean? It was Bud. Look in the ocean. Who was spreading that narrative that they were the boogeyman? Who was spreading that narrative that somebody was ducking somebody? Bud. Bud was sitting there spreading all this narrative. He was coming off like he wanted to smoke. He was doing all this talking. He had Bernice. Bernice. Exactly. Exactly. He had Bernie making videos. Was good reality pop star. Let's read this real quick. So I don't know, boss. For a fighter like Bud who don't really do the camera thing, he felt to go actually tell his side and nobody challenged his statements. Oh, exactly. But we do that on my channel. We're going to challenge everything he talking about. Exactly. Bud said he was looking for the big fish. Shout out to a reality pop star, man. Much respect to you, bro. Much respect to you. Appreciate the super chat, man. But these are the things that we talking about, man. He was the one in the ocean looking for Errol. He was the one spreading the narrative that Errol Spence was ducking him. He was doing all of that. And then turn around and sit there and duck some smoke. I can't rock with that, man. You are a pound for pound fighter. Everybody got you pound for pound on their list. Not on mine, but everybody got you pound for pound on the list. More than everybody, you know what I'm saying, that got you on that list. You believe that you're a pound for pound fighter. Why you ducking smoke? And if money was the issue, why don't you go get a Boots Ennis or Virgil Ortiz? But the lies they tell, man. This boy sat there, Terence Crawford said they never asked for those fights. Those fights were never offered to him. But Bernie came out and said that Virgil Ortiz ducked the fight. They offered Virgil Ortiz and he didn't take it. You see how I sit here and say, these niggas don't be on the same page. These niggas be lying. Bud said those fights was never brought to the table. Exactly. Bud said those fights were never brought to the table. You see what I'm saying? These are the things that I'm talking about. This nigga's inconsistent. This nigga's inconsistent, bro. Buddy then be making up stuff as he go. Got another super chat from Reality Pop Star. He said, I don't know. Not everything makes sense as to why Bob said he won't do business with Al. I don't think either Bud or Spence ducking Boots only calls out Errol. Yeah, but Reality Pop Star, Boots did call out Bud too. And to keep it a stack with you, they interviewed Boots' daddy. Y'all go check that out on I think YSM Media. I'm gonna probably post that in the description. Boots' dad was like, if Crawford is saying that he's a boss, then he need to drop that fight with David Avanesian and go fight Boots. They said they'll fight him right now. Like, so if I'm Bud and Bud said he'll take those fights, do it. You a boss. You a boss. So go stop fighting David Anesthesia. You know what I'm saying? And go call Boots and send him a contract. Since you a boss. That's another thing I want to talk about. What's good with you, man? Appreciate it. We talking about Bud and his lies. That's all we talking about. Go send that boy a contract, man. You a boss. You see what I'm saying? See, Bud wanted to come off as if like he this boss man. Reality Pop Star, another super chat. He said, hold up, what you know about the do-rag, though? You looking like Ash, Big Cat from NYC. I only see out of time. Kez Rock probably has to do-rag. Hey, man. Hey, man, you know. You know how we do it, man. We gotta just keep them waves in, man. Yeah, get them lights up, man. We got little people in here. We should have 11 lights. But yeah, bro. Like, call Boots. You say you're a boss, and this is stuff I'll be talking about with that boy, man. It has everything to do with his ego. Bud ego getting away. He an egomaniac. Like he he gotta be that nigga. But the problem is, the more he talk, the more foolish people see how he is, bro. Exactly. Then, but that's another thing. Like Daniel Kinahan. So Buddy lied about Daniel Kinahan. He said he don't even know who dude is. He even mentioned his name, right? But Bob Arum has a contract that was sent to him. Rally Pop Star said, let me hear your pound for pound. Nobody's talk either. Don't put a bunch of Texas boys up there. I got you. Give me a minute. I'm making my point. Give me a minute, Reality. Bob Arum has a contract that was sent to him by Terrence Crawford that has Daniel Kinahan on there. And it says they are partners. You see what I'm saying? So the boy lied about working with Daniel Kinahan when there's proof out there of him working with Buddy. The dude was in Dubai where Daniel Kinahan is at. Because I think Dubai, there's a no extradition or something over there. That's why that boy live over there. Drakeo say, then Bud excuse will be old, but I ain't gonna get big money fighting Bud. I'm going getting 10 to fight amnesia, blah, blah, blah. That's facts. That's facts. Let me address that reality pop star real quick. So my pound for pound list, reality. Number 1, I got Jamil Charlo. 2, I'll go, because he just recently became undisputed, I'm going to get some slack for this. I got Devin Haney. 3, I'll go Canelo. I know he'll cheat. 4, I'll go Errol. You know, if Errol become undisputed, then, you know, he'll go up to like number 2, maybe number 1, because his road to the championship was harder. I feel like he fought the tougher fights. 5, man, I don't know. 5 is a toss-up, man. I'll go Inoue. Naoya Inoue. That's my pound for pound list right now. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But reality pop star, I was just responding to. That's my 5 right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I base mine off of your resume and belts. You know, everybody got their own, what they base it off of. I don't got Terrence Crawford in my pound for pound list. He ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. Nigga ain't fighting nobody, so I can't put him on there. I got Shakur he's on my top 10 pound for pound list, but not top 5. Like, I would put Shakur like 6 or 7. You know what I mean? I would go Shakur, Tank at 7. So Shakur 6, Tank 7. Usyk 8. Wilder number 9. And number 10. I don't know, bro. Yeah, I said Inoue at Inoue. I had Inoue number 5. And number 10, bro, I don't know. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. I don't know at number 10. I gotta really think about it. Oh, I got you. But to tie this back in, man, Elijah Tell, man. I did that for my partner, Reality Pop Star, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else in the chat. You know, salute to everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. We got 10 people here. We should have 10 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. We got 11 people. We should have 11 likes. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up, man. You know, but like I said, Bud Crawford sat there, bro, and it's just a lot of loopholes, man. Let's just be real. It's a lot of loopholes. It's a lot of, you know, he's saying this and then this person saying this. His team not on the same page with him. Like, it's a lot of that. Bud say they never offered him them fights, but then Bernie saying, "Oh yeah, Virgil Ortiz done." So what's going on, man? You feel me? Reality Pop Star said he got Jamel Charlo, Devin Haney, Errol, Tank, Stephen Furman, Junior Fury. Okay, that's a good little list. Y'all put y'all pound for pound list in the chat, man. You know, everybody put their pound for pound list in the chat. I want to see what y'all talking about. But it's stuff like that, man. He lied about the Kinahan thing. Okay, so it's just a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of that type of stuff going on, and you got grown men who are sitting here trying to advocate for this nigga. Like, I don't understand that, bro. I don't get that. You know what I mean? I don't understand or get how you can sit there and advocate. What's good, George? What's good with you? I don't see how you could sit there and advocate for a dude who has shown you basically inconsistency and conflicting statements. How can you sit there and believe this man? You know what I mean? Man, this boys on YouTube, they got YouTube channels with Bud name on it. And they doing little episodes of the live that Bud Crawford made. And they believe in everything this nigga said, knowing that there's facts out there to disprove and debunk everything that nigga said in the interview. He didn't tell anything. Really, truthfully, he ain't tell nothing. He ain't say nothing that we didn't already know. You know what I'm saying? We already knew that nigga was lying about all that stuff. He claimed he don't know Kinahan. He ain't work with dude, all that, but that's cap. We all know he worked with Kinahan. You know what I mean? He probably worked with Kinahan to get this amnesia fight. Yeah, Jamal, Tank, Shakur, Canelo. Monster Shoom, what's good with you? Hey, Monster Shoom, man, shout out to Monster Shoom. Monster Shoom been rocking with me, man, since, you know, I had 2 subscribers. Monster Shoom, man, let me give you a wrench, man. Monster Shoom, man, you got your wrench, man. Welcome to the hog pen, bro. But anybody who come in here, the rules are anybody that come in here who talking reckless, they ain't talking boxing, get them boys out of there. Kinahan wants 50-50, not Bud. Hey, man, like I say, bro, the problem with Bud is there's conflicting statements. You feel me? The dude done said this and said that. He done said, oh, I don't know Kinahan. Right? But then there's proof that he worked with Kinahan. There's proof that he went to Kinahan's home. And, you know, all of that. Hold on, man. Reality Pops will say, yo, I cursed that dude out. How is that the homie channel is named Bud Beat Spence? Exactly. You know who I'm talking about. You got dudes who got channels dedicated to that. To Bud Crawford. And my question to that is, how you go sit there and dedicate your channel to a dude who lying, man, and you support that? You don't want to hear the truth. So I ask y'all this question. If Errol Spence did any of what Bud Crawford did, do you think anybody would support Errol? Monster Shoon says Zero Ramirez beats Bivol. Does he make top 10? Nah, because Zero got to fight. Zero got to fight some better competition. Exactly. If Errol Spence, see, look, people was on Errol Neck with the illusion that he was ducking because Errol Spence chose to stick to his word and stay the course and fight the champions that he needed to fight to get those belts. And this wasn't no easy road. It wasn't easy like, oh, I'm gonna go fight Jeff Horn. I'm gonna go fight Mean Machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go fight Amnesia. No, he fighting Kell Brook. I'm talking about Kell Brook, who was prime Kell Brook. Nobody was calling out Kell Brook back then. Yeah, they want to talk about Kell Brook went to small 60 and got his eye busted up, but he looked straight to me in the fight against Errol. I ain't see no weaknesses until later in the fight when Errol started wearing them down. You know what I'm saying? Errol started putting them hands on him and start sitting on them punches and really cut up his intensity. The second half of that fight, Errol cut it up on that boy. Bud not fighting Sean Porter, who went and got Barry Hunter, who was a Hall of Fame coach, who was the coach of Lamont Peterson. I keep going. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this here. Sean Porter can't stand Errol Spence. Why? Because his daddy always talking good stuff about Errol. His daddy has a lot of respect for Errol Spence as a fighter. And Sean Porter wanted to beat him so he could get that approval from his daddy. So he trained super hard for that fight. When it came to Bud versus Sean Porter, them boys was sitting there, calling each other. Hey, man, you want to fight? I don't know. I got something going on. All right, cool, man. Then they did everything in their power to not make that fight happen. They offered Sean Porter $1 million. I'm talking about Bud versus Sean Porter. Offered him $1 million. The WBO had to make that fight happen. And even in how it ended, it was sketchy. Who threw in the towel? Kenny Porter. Why? He even admitted, man, Sean didn't train like I wanted him to train. So it's stuff like that these Bud buddies don't be want to hear the truth about. They don't want to hear that stuff. They don't want to hear the real. They don't want to hear that stuff. They want to hear lies. They want to be lied to. These Crawfish fans want to be lied to. They want to hear lies. And then they take what Bud say as gospel and they use it. Bud Crawford sat there and said that they wanted to offer $25 million a piece for them to fight on some unknown network. Didn't mention the networks, didn't show proof of the networks that, wanted to put up this money. But like I keep saying, and I've said this in my videos, when you are a top fighter and you fighting against another top fighter, you guys are going to make more than $25 million. You guys are going to make more than that. They were going to make more money than that. They was going to make hundreds, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even close to that. Bud worrying about guaranteed money. Bud trying to pimp people out. You see, and this is the thing, it's all dealing with control. Bud tried to control and manipulate the situation. And when Errol Spence and them didn't budge, he took his ball and went home. Sean Porter Daily. When Bud didn't get his way, he took his ball, he went home. Exactly. But that's because Bud ain't never had a successful pay-per-view. See, Bud trying to tell Al Heyman. He trying to tell Al Heyman how to do a pay-per-view. What pay-per-view has Bud Crawford had that was successful? I want y'all to tell me, what fight did Bud Crawford have that was on pay-per-view that was successful? We finna cook right now. Bud only, he ain't no businessman. You talk about Al Heyman, who's a financial advisor, who has made people into millionaires. Prime example, Floyd Mayweather. When Floyd left Top Rank and got out that deal, he linked up with Al Heyman. Look at Mayweather now. Mayweather, he don't have to fight no more. He just choose to because it's easy money. And they gonna pay him millions of 6 figures, 7 figures. Exactly. They gonna pay him all this money, you know what I mean, to fight exhibitions and fight YouTubers and all that. So he like, man. But Floyd don't have to fight. He don't have to fight no more. He makes $1 million a month. Why? Because Al Heyman put him in position. So you got Bud Crawford, who's never had a successful pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Even the one pay-per-view he had with Amir Khan. Let's talk about that. Flopped. Now, once did he question Bob about that? Because I got a question. Why was Amir Khan making more money than him on that pay-per-view? What has Amir Khan done in his career? Has Amir Khan, since we want to use accolades, because see, he want to use accolades when it come to Errol. So since we want to use accolades, Amir Khan, what has he done in boxing for him to get paid more than Bud Crawford? What has Amir Khan done to get paid more than Bud Crawford? Bud Crawford did complain about that. He still fought that boy. But when it comes to Errol Spence, money is a problem. These are the things that I talk about. He didn't question Bob Arum, but you're questioning everything Al Heyman has done. Didn't question anything Bob says. And this the thing, another thing I gotta point out. Bob Arum went out his way to disrespect your name and everything you built in boxing. He said you basically was a born fighter. You need to act like Floyd. You need to do all this other stuff. They put their money in Lomachenko instead of putting their money into you. You have done more for that company than Lomachenko did. You fought more fights on Top Rank than Lomachenko has. And yet they put you on the back burner and invested their money in Lomachenko. You didn't say nothing about that. I ain't hear Bernie. I ain't hear his sister. I ain't hear his mama, his grandma, his second cousin, his first cousin, because, you know, his whole family be out there. Exactly. Hey, we're going to keep it a stack. Hey, on my channel, we keep it real. Bud only questioned a black man's money. So when it come to Al Heyman, that's where he want to question everything. But when that old white man was telling you, hey, this is what you're getting and that's it, he didn't question that. He took it. So now all of a sudden, this black man who has a well-oiled organization, okay, because ain't no drama with PBC. Ain't no drama with PBC. You be hearing all type of stuff for Top Rank, Golden Boy, DAZN, Matchroom, all that stuff. But you rarely hear anything on PBC. Must assume, say, true story, I was talking with a guy outside Walmart about upcoming Tank Davis fight, and then said if he was gonna watch the Crawford fight, and he said, who? He think the Hall of Fame induction made him the A-side. Exactly. Bud is delusional in his head. I don't know what he thinking about, and that's why I said from Errol, I give that nigga the Keith Thurman treatment. We ain't fighting. That's just what it is. If I'm Errol, I make that nigga go fight Boots, Virgil Ortiz. All them belts, I'll drop all them belts. Errol versus Thurman. Man, oh, what killers Bud beat? Bud ain't fought nobody, bro. We all know that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. There's a reason why he picked David Evanesian. He could have picked anybody else. This nigga picked David Evanesian. He found this nigga under a rock and said, I want to fight him. Exactly. Exactly, Jay Cooler. Bud delusional. I don't know what he's smoking. I don't know what they put in his protein shake. I don't know what Bud doing. But we gonna keep it a stack on my channel. Bud ducked Errol Spence. Period. Bud lied. Period. He gonna continue. He been lying. So I don't understand how you could sit there and listen to this nigga. How could you listen to this nigga? And then you hear grown men. This what kills me. You got grown men sitting there. I'm picking Bud because I like him. When did we start? When did grown men start talking like that? This boxing. Quick question: the Bud need a tuna wine? Exactly. I said, my guy Boss K, I gotta throw some runs in the air for this live, my boy. Hey, do your thing, reality pop star, do your thing, bro. Bud is the power number one air fighting Mikey. Little young boy had his own skates. Exactly. So like I say, bro, like this nigga found David Evanesian. Errol Spence. This is, and like I'm saying, I'm not even saying this because I'm a fan of Errol Spence or anything like that. Oh yeah, that's facts. I'm saying this because it is. Errol Spence is an epitome of a new chapter. Big Mike, man, hold on, bro. I ain't even see your comment, family. What's good with you? I ain't even see your comment, man. What you write, bro? But man, Bud know what it is with Errol, man. Bud know what it is, but you know, like I say, man, it's jealous and envy. You know what I'm saying? Bud don't want to fight. I won't say he don't want to fight. I'm gonna say that he don't want Errol to become undisputed off his name. That's why I say if I'm Errol, I don't do business with that nigga. I don't do business with Bud. He do bad business. Why should I sit here? Bro, PBC normally around this time every year has a list of fights that they put out towards the end of the year, right? Every year. Okay? They have a list of fights that they put out at the end of the year. And Bud literally hey man, look, it's a lot of comments. It's a lot of comments, Mike, man. I'm trying to read it. Boy, reality pop star say no kids. Spence hit too hard for Bud. You could tell Spence really from the hood and Bud really from Omaha. Hey, exactly. You know what I mean? That boy from that, from Dallas, man. You know, although that boy, he got roots in New York. But all I'm saying at the end of the day, bro, like, Bud delusional. That's basically what I'm saying. He a delusional kid, man. You know what I mean? He don't want Errol Spence to basically shine off his name. Because he know what's going to happen. Styles make fights. And I told you, Errol Spence style is gonna be a nightmare for Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford ain't fought a fighter like Errol. I don't care how skillful you are. You know, there's been many skillful fighters that exactly. There's been many skillful fighters in the sport of boxing that got in there with a fighter that wasn't as skilled as them and they got breaks beat off of them. Adrian Broner, Marcos Maidana. Look at that fight. Adrian Broner is a very skilled fighter. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Outside. They was sparring. They was out there in the parking lot, reality pop store. Them boys was in there getting it cracking. Marshall Shun said, has Bud Crawford even been tested? Canelo tested and proven. Spence proven. Deontay proven. Charlo proven. Bud, exactly. Bud ain't been proven. Bud don't have that legacy fight. They keep bringing up Gamboa. Man, Gamboa was having that boy rollerblading. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Gamboa had Bud on them skates. That boy was roll bouncing in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Remember that movie Roll Bounce with Bow Wow and them? That boy Gamboa had. Now Bud got the job done, but like I keep saying, they don't understand. I don't think Bud understand what he getting into when it come to Errol. I don't think he understand, bro. I don't think he understands what exactly he gonna get into. Cause he gonna slip. I'm telling you, Bud gonna get peer pressured, and if Errol decides to do business with him, Bud gonna get peer pressured into taking this fight against Errol Spence. I'm telling you, he gonna come into that fight underestimating Errol, and Errol gonna take his eyeball. He gonna take his eyeball. He gonna break his ribs. Bo-Mac gonna have to throw in the towel. I'm telling you, Errol gonna stop that boy. I've always kept my stance on that. I broke it down stylistically. I could do it right now. Errol Spence. Errol Spence, him being, I'm gonna read your comment in a minute. What's that? The pillow? I got you. Hold on. Errol Spence, southpaw, okay, but has great balance, okay, great footwork. He's not light on his feet, but he ain't got bad feet either. He's the big fundamental. He's light on his toes, okay. Everything is off the jab, okay. Even when he's throwing his jab, his head is offline. His hands is high, right? But he throws a lot of jabs. He's very active, okay. Bud normally the first couple rounds, he's taking his time to gather data on you. By that time, Errol Spence then Bud gonna have to be in tip-top cardio shape. By that time, Errol Spence gonna be up by a couple of rounds. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Errol gonna be up by a couple of rounds. So then Bud gonna have to fight a fight that he normally doesn't fight, and that's gonna cater to Errol. So then what's gonna happen after that? Bud gonna try to sit there. His ego gonna kick in because he gonna be like, I'm Bud Crawford. I'm from Omaha. And Errol gonna stop that boy. Okay? The way Bud can beat Errol is to try to make him miss, make him pay. Reality Pop Star said Bud could fight, but Spitz just too much for Bud. Bud said he was in jail. Dude was on arrested and cuffed to a bench. The fellow said, what's sad is Bud and team are always trying to discredit ESJ and is always respectful towards all fighters except Thurman. All this is damaging Bud's stock. Man, Bud gonna be like Demetrius Andrade. Watch. Who corner Bo-Mac gonna be in Bo-Mac gonna be in Bud corner. He came in with Bud. He gonna be with him. He ain't finna work with that cheerleader. Bud takes too long to start. You right, I see a 3-round lead, yeah. I'm telling you, styles make fights. That's what it is. These Bud buddies want me to say, oh, Bud finna get in there and he gonna stand in front of Errol. If Bud Crawford stands in front of Errol Spence, he gets stopped. Bud's best bet is to move and use lateral movement and set something up and make Errol Spence run into something. That's his best bet of winning this fight. That's it. But Bud is getting older. This is the perfect time for him to make this fight. He don't realize that he getting older. Errol Spence is still youthful. You know what I'm saying? No, the hell he is not. Bud need angles. Bud need movement, man. Bud need to move. He need angles. He need to set something up. That's my perspective. But I mean, what y'all think? How do y'all think Errol gonna how y'all think Errol gonna be Bud? Or should Errol even do business with Bud? You know what I mean? I got some people, I've seen some people in some of my videos, they done told me like, Errol should still do business with Bud so he can stop that boy. You gotta interview Frank Martin, bro. And start going to the gyms, getting footage, and interviewing fighters and prospects. If that's what y'all want, man, we'll do that. Mike say, man, when Bud feel that first body shot. I think Bud tune changed after he saw the Ugas fight. We're gonna keep it real, bro. I think Bud, cause look, Bud was doing all this talking before that, right? When Errol destroyed Ugas and called him out, Bud just sat on that couch. He had that cheerleader sitting next to him. Bud was just sitting there looking at the TV. If I was Bud and Errol Spence called me out, I'm getting up, I'm shadow boxing. We gonna negotiate the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Errol, congratulations, bro. That's all good, but it's time for us to fight. So, what's up? Let's get this thing on the cracking. Nah, not Bud. Bud waited. He waited and waited and waited. Waited to the last minute. I want to fight David Amnesia. Huh? What we doing, bro? But this is supposed to be the powerful power fighter. Body works so Bud drops his hands, then Errol going for that eye socket or something. Remember that, yeah. I think Errol gonna go for his eye socket immediately with that jab. You see what he did to Danny with the jab. Mike got a Detroit Pimp as his iconic pick. Yeah, that he been had that, man. That boy Mike, man, he been had that. I think Mike, hey Mike, ain't you from Detroit, bro? Let me know something. Mike in the military. Hey Mike, where you from, bro? You from Detroit? But you know what I mean? I like this, man. It made me feel like, you know how you just stand on the corner, you be shooting, you be talking, with your partners or whatever. This how this feel to me. That's why I like doing these lives. When I got the time, man, I'm able to, I got a little preteen. I got a preteen daughter, so I'm busy with her. Then I got another daughter. Those of y'all who got daughters, y'all know, man. That take a lot of your time. You gotta keep them entertained. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta make sure them boys ain't. You feel me? So, but this how this feel, man. I like doing these lives with y'all. It's live. But oh, you from South Carolina? Okay. My bad, Mike, man. You know what I'm saying? We just asking. But what y'all think about the Bud interview? And I hear he dropped another interview talking about Errol. Let me see if I can play it. He got another interview where he talking about Errol Spence. And let me see.
Okay, there's this.
Let me see if I can find it.
Or this.
We're gonna listen to it together. Hold on.
Ghirardelli chocolate chips makes baking a bite better.
Let's say he taunting Errol. This is something. So Bud on his Twitter, I don't got Twitter, but Bud said, I'm pretty sure if anything I said was a lie, Errol Spence would have been said something by now. he was watching my live, but he knows what's real. But there's things he might not know or knew because he's not the one at the table like me, myself is. Let's talk about that. So, Bud Crawford, bro, is trying to. What's because he was a affiliated with ESPN. Exactly, man. Look, ESPN and HBO and, you know, all of them. Yeah, that inside game, Errol got that a lot. But, so Bud Crawford says, you know, he basically said if anything he said was a lie, Errol Spence would have been said something by now. When has Errol Spence ever went out his way to say anything? Errol Spence only really talk if there's a fight happening. You know what I mean? And he's asked. But if Errol Spence ain't got nothing planned, he focused on training and that's it. You know, or he's spending time with his family. I ain't never seen Errol Spence go out his way like Bud Crawford doing. This nigga going out his way to tweet, make videos and everything to try to make himself seem like he just this real nigga. This nigga's a fraud. We gonna keep it a stack. Nigga a fraud, he a fake. He a wannabe truthful nigga. Ain't nothing truthful about Bud Crawford, man. And we gonna keep it real deal spill. And then he keep talking about this big dog thing. He's obsessed with this big dog status, like I'm a boss. Nigga, if you was a boss, you have a promotional company. Okay? Errol Spence is a boss. Okay? Al Heyman is Errol Spence's advisor. Al Heyman works for Errol Spence. Period. Okay? Errol Spence don't work for Al Heyman. Al Heyman works for Errol Spence. Errol Spence also has his own promotional company. Errol Spence also has a top fighter on his promotional company. If you don't mind me asking, what does Bud Crawford have? I need somebody to tell me, what do he have? Does he have a promotional company? Does he have anything? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll wait. Because the nigga don't got nothing. Reality pop star say, you don't feel like if Bud died, Deadline Spence would have responded. Spence does tweet about stuff. Yeah, but Spence don't talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he do tweet. I'm not gonna say he don't tweet. But something like this, you know, I won't sit here and say everything Bud said was a lie. I'm not going to say everything he said, but majority of it, about 90% of it was cap. And it could be disproved. You know what I'm saying? Like the Daniel Kinahan situation. Like the contract talks. I mean, he basically admitted yesterday that he was the reason why the fight was being held up so long. Errol said he not going to say a word. Bud fans saluted Errol for not being and holding snitching. Now Bud saying if Errol not talking, it must be true. Bud has B&B, Bud, and Bomac Boxing as a promotional company. Oh, okay. What fighters he got on that, Pop Star? Let me know something. I didn't know he had a promotional company. He said you're going to call yourself the number one fighter in the world when more people know who Tank Davis is and would choose his fight over yours. That's facts. That's facts, Master Shroom. But my thing is this. Bud Crawford, okay, is claiming this boss role, right? He's claiming that he's a boss. He was able to come to the table. He don't understand how these negotiations work. He don't understand Al Heyman and, you know, has been in many and sat at the table and coordinated many of these big fights, okay? And the way Bud was trying to do it, he was trying to be in control of everything and make it work his way. And when it didn't go his way, he said, you know what, nigga, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. And I'm finna go fight this nigga over here. What's your name? You drive Nick David. All right, yeah, I'm gonna fight him. So that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Bud Crawford, if he was a boss, he'll be fighting Errol Spence. Period. You know what I mean? Really, truthfully, the reasons he gave, in my opinion, I'm just speaking for me. Y'all let me know in the comment section. The reasons he gave wasn't valid enough for him to not make this fight happen. It seemed to me like he threw a temper tantrum because stuff wasn't going his way, and he was like, "If it, I'm done." That's what I believe. You feel me? Like, so. But let me keep see if he tweeted something else. What's good, Gerald? So like I keep saying, man. John Bud said this fight ain't happening, it's behind them. Exactly. Because look, this ain't, and then see, Bud Buddies, they want to sit here, oh, you just a fan, or you're an aerosexual, whatever that gay stuff they be saying. When you see him point out the facts of Bud Crawford, right? When you sit here and you like, hey, look, Bud said this, right? Bud said Errol Spence was ducking. Okay? Then he comes back and says Errol Spence is not ducking. I believe he wants to fight. Then comes back and says Errol Spence is ducking, but I'm not worrying about the fight. I don't want to fight him no more. Then comes back and says everybody on PBC is ducking me. They all made excuses. They all said that I need to get a belt first. And then when I got a belt, I still didn't get a fight. Who said that? Bud comes up with this stuff in his head. I don't know if he got hit in his head too much. He comes up with stuff in his head. Because he can't say who said that. Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts. Like, shout out to Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, man. Silence is golden, bro. So just focus on promoting his fight. Anything else is bad look. Exactly. It makes him look foolish. Shout out to Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts. So y'all go to his page, check out his videos, subscribe to his page, man. He an OG in the game, man. I don't know where y'all come from. You know what I'm saying? I got partners from the Midwest. You know what I mean? So I understand the culture up there. You know? Y'all gonna talk y'all trash and y'all gonna back it up. Down here, we don't really believe in all that talking. You know what I mean? And it may just be a person by person basis. It may not be a region thing. It may just be person by person basis. I know for me, I don't do all that talking. You know what I mean? Silence is golden in a situation like this. Like Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts said. It's nothing to talk about. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, Errol not saying nothing. Bud said, oh, Errol not saying nothing. You know, Errol not saying nothing. Ain't nothing need to be said because everything he said can be disproved. You could go look it up yourself. The only thing that you could sit there and say, like, bro, to be honest, the only thing you have to really go, like, he'll have to bring to the forefront is the two companies that offered him that money. That's the only thing I would question. You know what I mean? That's the only thing he has to present. Like, okay, these are the two companies that offered me $25 million a piece for the Errol Spence fight. They guaranteed $25 million. But as far as Daniel Kinahan, you can go look that up and see he was working with him. You know, and then all that everything else he said, you go look that up. And you can see the inconsistencies in his statement. These are the things that I talk about. These are the things that can be proven. We stick to facts. Now, an opinion would be, hey, But Errol Spence is gonna stop Bud Crawford. But the facts are, Bud Crawford lied about his relationship and dealings with Daniel Kinahan. Bud Crawford lied about, Errol Spence was ducking him when he the one who was ducking Errol. Now I get it, man. Like, there's some people that may feel like Bud didn't duck Errol, and they have their reasons. Like I was watching Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts, his video, y'all go check it out. He's not gonna put the ducking moniker on Bud because he said his version of ducking means something different. I could respect that. But me, he ducking. He ran from the smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. You know what I mean? And that's the thing I like about this boxing game is grown men, we able to discuss different point of views and have different stances on it. And, we may not agree on everything, but, we all can stand on our own 10. Bud Crawford ducked Errol Spence. Period. Bud Crawford lied yesterday. Period. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? And he's still lying. It's not looking good for him, bro. He might as well just be quiet. And like Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts said, focus on your fight, bro. You got a fight coming up in a month. Focus on David Ebenezer. That's what you need to focus on. Nobody said it. It's like when a blogger says somebody in my comments. They're crushing him right now. Facts. Will Bud make it to the Hall of Fame without the Spence fight? I don't have him as a Hall of Famer. They gonna find a way to put him in there. I mean, me personally, they gonna find a way to put him in there because of his accomplishments. He became undisputed at 140. So they gonna throw him in there. Me personally, I wouldn't. And you know what I'm saying? He still got to prove himself at 140. At 147. He really kind of coasted through 147. He ain't put himself at risk. He babied that WBO belt for 3-4 years. I think this getting information from Blue and Fred, then tries to negotiate off that without thinking it through and be strategic. The only reason he made a video is because of the backlash he got. Facts. The only reason Bud Crawford, look, if you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, there's no need. Exactly, Javante. If you feel like you didn't do nothing wrong, there's no need for you to explain yourself. You know what I mean? There's no need for you to talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know me, if I didn't do anything wrong, I'm not finna explain myself for what. If I feel like what I did was right, I don't need to explain myself. But Bud know it's wrong. So he want to come out and try to explain himself and articulate and all this other stuff because he know the backlash that he got. He know he lost some fans too. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Now he going back and forth with EJ on Twitter. Exactly. But this is the thing. What are you worrying about it for? You duck Errol Spence. That's behind you. You need to be worrying about David Ebenezer. You say he a tough fighter. That's what he said. David Ebenezer is a tough fighter. He tough. Like a tough... Man, bro. Man, you can be tough all you want to, bro, and still get folded, man. Like, that's just what it is. I mean, we're going to keep it a stack. You could be tough all you want to and get folded like laundry. Period. You know what I'm saying? And people who've been in that boxing ring before, you know that. People that been in the street and fought in the street know. Man, it's some dudes you done fought that was tough, but you still prevailed. You know what I'm saying? So, All that stuff about, man, we already know what's gonna happen with that. Bud finna stop this boy in 3 rounds. It's not even gonna be close. It's not. Bud finna stop David Amnesia AC Unit, whatever his name is, in 3 rounds. That's just what it is, G. But I say that to say this, man. We got to do a better job in boxing at getting these top fighters to fight each other. I don't know if we need like a overall commissioner or what, because what's happening is this. We losing fans. They're going to MMA because MMA, although they're not getting boxing these millions, their top fighters still fighting each other. Our top fighters, depending on the promotional company, they ain't fighting each other. That's just what it is. So we need to, as fans, we need to do a better job at pushing for these big fights. That's what it is. Now, Bud Crawford, we're going to stay on his neck. I know I made videos and said, man, I ain't going to give him no shine, but I got to suffocate this nigga and everything that dealing with him. And the reason why is because he's out here spreading buffoonery. And the problem with him is when he talks, these Bud buddies, they cultivate to that and they repeat that. They believe this nigga say something, they repeat it. They run with it. You know what I'm saying? You saw the other day, they talking about Al Heyman and Errol Spence sleeping together. These are the things that I'm talking about. These are the things that they come up with. You know what I'm saying? These men said Errol Spence and Al Heyman sleeping together. But then you think after the Amnesia fight, you gonna come back and work with them. Now I'm telling you, man, I shut that boy out of boxing. I shut that boy out of boxing, man. Real deal spirit. I'm telling you, Bud most likely gonna get done like Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade is a hell of a talent. But what is he doing right now? What is Demetrius Andrade doing? That's what Bud finna be doing. Bud gonna retire with that WBO belt. That's just what it is. He gonna retire with that WBO belt. I think as fans, we should stop trolling fighters when they lose and glorifying their O when they didn't fight real competition to keep that O like Mayweather. Exactly. Look, there's only one Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd messed it up for a lot of fighters. But at the end of the day, we as fans gotta still support fighters. That's the way we get a grip back in boxing. You know what I mean? Like this fight right here with Errol Spence, all jokes aside, should have happened. I was shocked when Terrence Crawford was fighting. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect Terrence Crawford to, you know what I mean? I was thinking like, okay, they're gonna negotiate. It may take them a while, but they're gonna negotiate, they're gonna figure it out, and they're gonna fight. That's what I thought. But I was wrong. Marshall Schumer said, blows my mind how most of Hall of Fame fighters have buddy with edge over Spence. Man, this is that. Where are those Hall of Fame fighters at? I made a video about that. Where are they at? Where's Roy Jones Jr.? Where's Roy Jones? Where's Antonio Tarver? Where's James Toney? Where's Bernard Hopkins? Where they at? Now that Bud Crawford has ducked Errol, where are they at? Where they at? I want to know their viewpoint on that because they sat there. Roy Jones Jr. was pumping that Errol won't fight Bud and Errol Spence need to do more in boxing. Hey, when that man said that, bro, when Roy Jones Jr. said that Errol Spence need to do more in boxing, I said, and this is Roy Jones. This is like, you know what I mean? If you ain't never seen Roy Jones Jr. fight, man, go watch his stuff. This is Roy Jones Jr. And this nigga said Errol Spence need to do more in boxing compared to Bud. Exactly. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know why they don't like Errol. Like Errol Spence he fight everybody. You know what I mean? Like he want the top fights. When he do fight, it's entertaining. It's not boring. He's selling out arenas. Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Even Bud should be a bigger star than what he is. But he was with Top Rank. He was babied and pacified for all these years. You know what I mean? Based off his actions, it make him look like he a front runner. Like, you know what I mean? It make it look like he a front runner. So I don't know, bro. I definitely don't know. But it's getting late, man. You know, I'm gonna go on here and watch Martin. You know, I've been watching that the past couple nights. So I'm gonna finish watching Martin. I'm probably gonna go live again tomorrow night. So, you know, depending on, what I got going on. But most likely, the Astros winning? Dang, man. Astros. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, man, I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I'm gonna post the link, man. And I'll let y'all give y'all time in the morning on what time. I might go live in the morning, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on what I got going on. That was a shocker. Israel Ward from Texas, I'm certain he knows about it. Nah, Roy Jones Jr. not from Texas. Roy Jones Jr. from Florida. Yeah, Roy Jones Jr. from Florida. And look, Roy Jones Jr., he said his reasoning for saying what he said is because he's only seen Terrence Crawford fight. He's never seen Errol Spence fight, which I made a video and said, how can you talk about a fighter you've never watched? You can't sit there and say Errol Spence need to do more, but you've never seen him fight. That's all I'm saying, bro. Make that make sense. If you've never seen a fighter fight, how can you sit there and comment on that fighter? How can you sit there and say, oh, he need to do more? You can't comment on that nigga. You ain't got nothing to say because you never seen this nigga fight. That's just what it is. But like I said, man, I'm going to go live tomorrow, man. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we can talk about it, man. Y'all let me know. Post in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow going to be y'all day. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. We'll discuss it. Boss guy. Much respect to y'all. Y'all have a safe night.